Well, happy Halloween from Hunkydory. We have a brand new collection, and this is one of the cards that Heidi has made. So we've got lots of things going on. So please come play with us in this happy Halloween. Well, let me show you what's included. First, I want to show you that Miri. Now, Hunkydory's done some Miri collections, and I think it's wonderful. There are 24 sheets in this, and I'm holding them up so you can see. There are 3 sheets of each of 8 colors. I'm going to set this aside for a second so you can see all of these edge-to-edge wonderful webs. Now, they're done in gold and in black. And that's just some of them, and not including the ones that Heidi has used. The Picture Perfect 8x8 papers. Now, this is what they're going to look like. And you're going to see cutouts on one side, and then you're going to see all over pattern papers on the other. So you've got Halloween gnomes in papers, and some scary things, and some, there we've got some very fun, and some ghosts and goblins. Now these are the ones that she did use that one, but very fun. So these were not used, but you'll see the others that she used. Now you get 12 different, and you get 4 of each, so that will take care of you. Okay, now let's get into the projects that Heidi has made. And we're going to begin with this one. And this is not very scary. This is just a really charming. And here is the piece out of the paper pad. You can see just a really cute little hedgehog. And as you can see, she has used one of our cutting dies. And this is the circular step card. Super, super easy. 1 die. And it's nice because it will fit onto a paper. And this is, she has used the Autumn Garden collection. So in this case, she has used the 12x12, and you can see this pattern where it's just the floral pattern all over. In fact, I can just kind of, let me get this off of here. You can kind of see that on the back. So just a really pretty autumn collection. And then she did need to have the solid to go behind that little cutout that she did. And he's right here. Now this is out of our circular 12 circles and scalloped. And so obviously the circle was used to cut him out, and kind of trims him. It did cut off his legs, but that's okay. And then doing the orange, the light orange around him. And then he's been glued just right in the middle of that piece. Now, these little guys are right here. So she just used the professional scissors to cut them out. That's been foam taped in place. And then these pieces are out of the 6x6 Autumn Garden, because that makes them smaller cutouts. And you can see Pumpkin and Spice are calling, sending hugs your way. Relax and watch the leaves fall. Very sweet. And then she used the gold and silver sparkles, and you can see there and there. And then, as Heidi always does, she uses the bow maker. So whenever you see a bow in any of Heidi's creations, it's done using the bow maker. And she used the gingham collection to make that bow, so that was nice. On the inside of her card, she did the trick or treat. You can see it right there. She did mat it on that light orange. And then again, thinking of you, just for you, that came out of the 6x6. And again, another little bow out of the gingham, done with the bow maker. So really nicely done. And by using the Autumn Garden, you're going to find that all of those pieces, and remember you get 4 sheets of each one out of the Happy Halloween Perfect pad, that they're going to go a long, long way. So you can be giving out not only treats, but cards. So that would be fun. Okay, so I'm going to tuck these away and bring out our next card. which is also done. Oh, I want to tell you one more thing. We did list the 10 envelopes because if you want to send these, the 10 envelopes will fit these perfectly. So we don't want to leave you empty-handed in any way, shape, or form. Okay, here is our next card. And this is the sheet that she used. Now, Heidi is a puppy lover, and you know that I am too. You've heard about Belle as she's laying here next to me as I tape this, and she sometimes wanders off. But there's also a kitty, just in case you want to have that. And she has used another of our dies, and this is the Center Step card cutting die. There it is. It's one big one. And she used, now this is where we go into our wonderful webs and our Mary cardstock. So the black Mary is what she has used to create the card itself. So using that with that cutting die, that works beautifully. And then she did it again in order to create these edge pieces, and then also to create the inside. So she simply die cut it twice. So that's this. Now in the webs, she has, Hunkydory did all of them, all the different colors in gold webs and also in black webs. So that gives just two different looks. So that's fun. Okay. Now she also took the square and scallop cutting dies, and then she cut a square in the center of this, and then left that square, moved it out onto here, and then also did a scalloped frame and glued that in place. Okay, and then trimmed the edge pieces a little bit narrower and glued those in place, and then did a strip down here. So everything is just really coordinated and just working really nicely. Now going back to that sheet that has the puppy on it, she did did someone say treats and happy Halloween, matted those onto the black Mary. There you go. And foam taped them on the edges. And then she used, these are the monochromatic sparkles. You can see them in white and going into the darker tones. And notice that she's got large, medium, and small, and then large, medium, small. So they're going in different directions. That worked really nicely. Then on the inside, she has, as I said, she cut that twice, once out of the wonderful webs, and then glued the little guy there. Now the glue may hold, I kind of like to use extra sticky tape whenever I'm gluing onto a slick surface like this holographic. So do what works best for you. And she also added some of the thin line dazzles. Now this comes in a package with black, white, gold, and silver. Obviously the black is used here. And doesn't that just do a nice finishing edge? I like to think of the thin line as tiny but mighty, and you can just really see what it does right there. Again, the monochromatic she's used in the corners, and then kind of put some into the center of the spider webs too, as well as the corners of her card. Again, just makes it so fast, and once again, this will also fit into the 10 envelopes that is listed on the supply list. Okay, now we're going to go into another one. This is very spooky, as you can see, but we're also using our Mary and our webs. So let me show you the sheet that she used out of the out of paper pack. So she's using obviously the Haunted Mansion. But first, okay, and I just want to point out that this is our 5 by 6.5 inch card. And she has first taken a Mary that is copper. So perfect. Well, perfect for Halloween, but gorgeous anytime, especially autumn. And she took the Halloween castle or ghosty place and cut that out. and matted it onto the purple webs. However, it's just, it's even with the top and bottom, but has about a good 1/4 of an inch on each side. So top and bottom is even, a little bit wider on each side. And then matted it again onto the copper. And that has about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay, and then glued it to the front of her card. So all 3 of those have been used. Then she went back to this piece. Now again, you get 4 pieces. So she cut out another piece of just the house. So she cut all the way around here and cut all the way around, excuse me, it's not just the house, it's the moon. It's the moon and going around the house, okay? And foam tape that in place. Then did the house, just the house, and foam tape that in place. Let me just show you that, just so you can see. Okay, so it's cutting up here, all around there. There you go. Then she went back into, this is the stitched border dazzles. Now these are new. And this has red, pink, green, and purple. You can see the red there. And purple, she has done a strip there, 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 and there. We're going to use some on the inside. The For You and those stars comes from our set of tiny words and phrases. So For You and the stars, bats are part of the art. And she went into the black ribbon set. And she used the jute and, you know, always the bow maker to make a bow, and she zotted it right there. So that takes care of our card front. Now look at our card on the inside. Very simple. She used this very creepy looking sheet of paper. There's the other side of it. And simply covered the inside of her card. And the wishing you a hauntingly good Halloween, well, that's on that same sheet. We didn't use this side, so that's still available. And she did mat it onto the webs. And then this is one of the stitched borders. Looks very Halloweenish there, doesn't it? And then another black bow right above it, zotted in place. So, and I think it's really a good idea. If you spend some time on the front, you want to make the inside a little simpler. So that works well. Okay, now I have that wonderful black cat slimline card. I love this. I think it's just great. Okay, now this is using our slimline cards from Hunkydory. This is the tent ones, and that's why this opens at the top. Okay, now first of all, she used the web, and I think these web and Mary cardstocks are just so perfect. Okay, so she used the black foiling on the gray, and you can see how gorgeous that is. So that is covered the card front. And then she took the kitty and matted it on black. Let me pull the black out here just so you can see it again. Oh, perfect. Isn't that perfect? Matted him on that and foam taped it to the card front. Then she took this one, also matted it on black, and foam taped it right there. Now, this is going to have a bit of the, this is one of the other ribbons, and this is a glitter ribbon, and that's wrapped around here. So I guess before you foam tape that in place, you want to wrap that ribbon, tie another bow with a bow maker, and zot it in place. And I thought it was clever for her to put this at an angle and put it, you know, on that stack of books. So that just is really good. And I love that kitty. I think he's really sweet. Now this is also using the monogram, excuse me, the, yeah, these, yes, these are the monochromatic shimmer. I knew it was an M word right in the corners. So that takes care of our card front. Now, what about our card inside? Well, this is on the back here. Isn't that a great backing? And it's going to fit quite perfectly. So you're just going to trim it. And then look what she's done. So she has taken the black Mary and cut a piece that wide, about 1.5 inches, and glued it, about 1/2 inch from the edge. And then she's taken the web and cut about 1 inch and glued it a little bit further in. And so that makes her base, the 3 of those. I think that's pretty clever, pretty clever. Then she's gone to the back side and used the crow, gorgeous, matted him on black, wrapped another black ribbon, but this time vertically. She went horizontally on the front, vertically here, foam taped him, and then Halloween wishes matted on black, Black Mary, foam taped it underneath, and more of the shimmer. And that's it. For such a striking card, that is all she did. I have to say, I loved how she used all of the pieces. So the Mary Happy Halloween collection, and I really have to, really have to have it like that so you can see what that is, because it's quite stunning. And also the Happy Halloween Wonderful Webs, and the Happy Halloween Picture Perfect 8x8 paper pad. All of those are the collection that is in our Money Saver on the right side of your screen, as you know, as is always. There are complete directions down below. Just click on any of the cards or all of them. You can print them out if you like. I want to thank Heidi for doing a wonderful job and for making these so doable, especially at 30 days before Christmas, for Halloween, and that's very fun. If you are watching us on YouTube, we would hope that you would like us and subscribe, and then we would invite you over to paperwishes.com, where you can take advantage of the Money Saver. We always like to watch out for your pocketbook, and you know, we are always, of course, searching the paper crafting world for the very best, the most innovative product, but then we also share with you how to use that product. And we think we're the only ones that are doing that. And so we like to share that with you and invite you over to our house to have a good time with that and to leave a comment. So that's very fun. By the way, when you keep scrolling down and down and down, you can leave a comment at paperwishes.com too. So take advantage of the Money Saver over there on the right side of your screen. Take advantage of leaving a comment and join us. Do join our emails so that we can share with you new product, webisodes, and sales, all of those things. I want to thank Heidi again for sharing with us her creativity and the way that she looks at all of these products. And I want to thank you for being a wonderful part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you next time.